Hello, my dear friends. Are you ready to take your presentations to the next level? Welcome to Soluma channel. In this video, we will unlock the magic of Morph Transition to create stunning animations that will wow your audience, from picture morph to spotlight effect to zooming into slides. We have got all the pro tips you need. Before we dive in, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our expert tech tutorials. Now, let's jump right in.
Alright, for the picture transition, let's take for example, you are preparing a presentation and you have a slide that talks about our management team, and in that presentation you want to read out the profile of each of the member of the management. And how do you present it and how do you make it so dynamic and engaging? Here is one of my most recommended transition style of presentation. Now let's head into it. We are going to make a duplicate for this. Ctrl D. We are going to have to get up to 6 slide, and what we have, I got 7. Let me delete 1. All right, now in this slide we are going to explain, or we are going to write out the profile of the head of administration while we sideline the other heads. So what we are going to do is, let me select this. I will select this, hold Control, select this. Let me select, hold Control, select this, hold Control, select this, and hold Control, and select this, and say delete. Having done that, I will select the pictures of the other persons, and then reduce them to a very minimal size. Let me head over to my shape format. Here I'm going to select 0.6, and also the width I'm going to say 0.6. Beautiful. I hit enter. Now, having done that, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to be taking them one after the other. And let me move it down to this place, and I will have mass marker to guide me, and move this person also to this place, and also the smart guard will show me that is well aligned. Also, I will move to this, and the smart guard will also show me well aligned. Finally, to this as well. Awesome. The next we will do is, let me bring this over to this place. Let me bring it over to this place, and then hold this and hold my shifts and drag, let's say, to this size. Beautiful. Now, having done that, I'm going to place it here. That's we are making use of this is a bit big. Let me reduce it to say, let me say 2.9, and let's say this one 2.9 as well. I hit enter. Awesome. I have stuff like this. The next I will do is, let me increase this head of admin so as to make it a bit bigger. Let's give it 28. Awesome. Now let's drag it out a bit. All right, the next I will do is I will select this, go and select eyedropper tool. I need the same color as this PowerPoint logo here. I will select it. It becomes that as well. And then I'm going to go over to this. I need errors daily. I'm going to select that. Beautiful. The next I'm going to do is head over to this select text box, and I'm going to draw my text box here. Inside I'm going to use a dummy text, and to do that I'm going to type equals to lorem. I'm going to say 3, so that 3 line 3 paragraphs, and hit enter. Beautiful. Now I have stuff like this. Head over to this place. I'm going to select errors daily, errors medium rather, and then I'm going to make it justified. Let me increase the fonts a bit, and let's move it up. Awesome. We have stuff like this. The next I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate this. I will duplicate this and say Ctrl D, and then take it down to this place and say this person is Mrs. Jane. .m. Alright, now having done that, the next we are going to do, let me drag this back over here, and that is for our head of administration. And the next we do is to replicate this same stuff for all the rest of this slide. And for the purpose of this video, I'm going to skip that and see me at the end. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and here we are. Let's look at this. That's our Miss Jen OM. This is our head of admin, Mr. Mark JH. This is our head of sales and marketing, Mrs. Angela, and this is also our head of operation, Mr. James. And here we have Dr. Princess is our head of procurement, and that is what we have. So for us to now bring that awesome and amazing transition effect that we give our presentation a very powerful stuff, I'm going to select this, hold my shift, and then come to the last here to click to select all. Having done that, the next I will do is that I'm going to head over to my transition. Under transition, I'm going to select Morph Transition, and that is what we have. Now, having done that, we are going to play our slides and see how an amazing and awesome transition it gives us. What a wonderful and awesome transition will we have. Now, let's head over and play. We have our management team. Having done that, let's move and see a very beautiful presentation, dynamic transition, wonderful, awesome. Now when we move, you see stuff like this, beautiful. If we move, we have stuff like this. We move, we have stuff like this, awesome. Very, very, very dynamic and engaging. And that is our picture transition, picture morph transition. All right, now over to Spotlight's morph transition. I call it Spotlight morph transition simply because it's an aspect in presentation where you cast a spotlight on a particular, let's say like we have here pictures of a particular individual where you want to explain who the person is, and you want all attention to be drawn to the person. You want to cast a spotlight to direct your audience, to have your audience being engaged, not confused. Who are you referring to? Are you referring to her? Are you referring to her? Who are you referring to in this picture? So you make use of spotlight, and to do that, we are going to guide you through on how to be able to master the Spotlight morph transition. So to do that, let's have this already a picture we have here, and let's slot it directly on the slide. We are going to copy that picture and paste it on top. We say Ctrl D. All right, we have another picture here. Then the next way we do is to make this one at the back to be a bit of other color like gray. So go to picture format, come to color. Under color, I'm going to select this light gray background too. So having done that, let me paste this one directly on top of it, and that's the first step we do. Then the next is to duplicate this, Ctrl D, Ctrl Z rather, to click on this slide and then duplicate it, and then you have slide 2. Now in this slide 2, then let's zoom in a bit and then select both slides and increase it. Go there and increase to capture the attention to make them more bold. So we move it up. When we move it up, we see these ones more visible. Let me move it down a bit. Awesome. Now we have them such as this. The next we are going to do, we click out, then select the top picture and then go to picture format and then come to crop to shape, and we select this oval shape. Now still on that, we head over to crop and we click on crop. Beautiful. Now the next we do is we can now drag this over to this place in order to secure that attention. We drag this over to this. Let's bring this down, and then let's get it up a bit, and let's bring this up here. Awesome. Now once that is done, you can click out, and we have stuff like this. We head over to click this, press Ctrl D to duplicate the other slide. Here we want to explain this person who he is. So on this, having done that, because when we look at our slide here, we see that it's also visible in the slide. So the next we do, we click on the picture, head over to picture format. Under picture format, we click on crop. That we bring that up. We can now drag this over to this place. Remember, don't drag it when before clicking crop. You will be dragging the other person's picture. Just ensure you select the picture and click crop to be able to drag it to this place, and then you click out. That is beautiful. Then let's select this slide as well and say Ctrl D. Now in this one, the person we want to talk about is this particular lady here, and when you look at this particular slide here, she is not part of the picture. So what we will do is we will select everything here and then move her into the slide. You can now see we move her into the slide, and here we have some, let's move it down a bit, we have stuff like this. Let's move it up a bit. Awesome. Okay, now this is what we have. Having done that, the next we click out, select this picture. Like I said, don't move it. If you move it, you are moving this particular person. Ctrl Z. Now let's bring it back and head over to our picture format. Under that, we click on crop. We have this, and here we go. We move this particular to this place, and we have stuff such as this. All right, having done that, we click out. Let's go over to our first picture, Ctrl D to duplicate, and let's bring it back so that at the end we are coming over to the original picture. Now the next we do is we are going to put in some text on this person who she is. I'm going to go to text box. Let me type here in the text box. I'm going to type here, let's say Mrs. Jen, and then we can say head of marketing, the head of marketing, and let's reduce this a bit, and let's head over to this. Let me make it 28, and let's head and make it errors medium. I will bring it over to this place. Beautiful. Now we are going to do that for the remaining. We are going to do that for the remaining two persons and see me at the end. All right. Now here we are. We have our full crew members. We have this. We have this person, we have this, and then back to our full picture. The next we do is we select this, hold shift, come down to select all. Now let's head over to our transition, and then we select morph transition. Beautiful. We have stuff like this, and then let's play and see what a beautiful and dynamic transition we have here, having the spotlight effect. We have this, our Mrs. Jane, head of marketing, then we have the Mr. Elton member, and then we now have this Miss Precious member marketing, and then our entire team members. That is a very awesome way of presenting in order to get attention of the particular individual you are explaining, you are talking about, and that is the spotlight morph transition effect. All right, here is another awesome use case of morph transition, while in what we refer to as zoom into the slide, using morph transition, where you, let's for example, you're a real estate agent or an interior decor person, and you are to explain each of the sides of the particular picture you are referring to zoom into this place, zoom into here, zoom here, and then to zoom into the swimming pool to explain effectively how you are going to use the morph transition to do that seamlessly. All right, to do that, let's head over to this, select this slide and duplicate it, Ctrl D. Now, having done that, we come over to this, select the picture, let's zoom in a bit, and then let's select here and increase the picture to this level. I need to zoom in a bit and then increase it to this level. Let me bring it up. Whatever I'm doing, you will be seeing it here. I need it to come up a bit more so as to explain the interior properly. All right, come over to this. Okay, this is awesome. Then the next I will do is, let me select this and press Ctrl D. This particular one, this picture, I want to explain this area. Let me drag it over to this place. Awesome. Now I want to explain that cushion that also you have where you are relaxing, and then let me Ctrl D. Also, then here you have the interior where you can play game, take some tea and stuff like that to focus in that particular area. That is awesome. So the next is, let me click here and then Ctrl D. Here I'm going to now draw attention to the pool. So we are going to have to draw attention to the pool, and to achieve much of that, let me zoom in a bit. This is more like I'm zooming in, and then I'm kind of explaining want to explain the swimming pool much better. Alright, this is okay by me. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the first picture, Ctrl D, and then bring it down to this place as well, so as to get the entire picture. Now, having done that, let's see what it will look like before morph transition. Let's play and see how it will be. This is our first picture. If I click, you see how it is. You see what we have. You will see what we have here, and then we have the full picture. Now let's assign morph transition and see what a dynamic effect it will give. Let's select the second to the sixth slide, move to our transition and we say morph transition. Now let's play and see a very dynamic and seamless transition we have. Wonderful, beautiful. Now once we have this, it takes you to this, you explain, and then after it moves seamlessly to this, what a dynamic movement, and you have to explain the swimming pool, and then you get to the full picture. And that is a very awesome effect using morph transition in what we refer to as zoom into the slide. And that is another use case of morph transition.
And thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button and share with your friends who loves creating amazing presentations. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on more PowerPoint hacks. See you in the next video. Until then, happy presenting.